Hello friends, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to sort of set up triggers for mentions in a group on WhatsApp. So this video is recommended by Mr. Nicholas here. It's kind of contingent that you watch this video because you need to set it up. You need to set up the API, but we're going to be using Waha and yeah, an instance of that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your instance of n8n, and there'll be a link to this template in the description. There'll also be a link to set all this stuff up in the description too. So the first thing is, right, let's say you want to have a group and you want to send messages in it, and let's say it only triggers on a mention. The first thing you need to do is you need to go to your dashboard for Waha. You need to press configure. You need to have a webhook that is message, just message any. You do message or message any. They're both fine. Just update, but I do message any just to capture everything. So let's go and test this, right? So let's say on WhatsApp, you've made your group, okay? I have made a testing group. Where is it? Here. So this is our testing group, okay? Let's just make sure it's the right group. Okay, this is the right one. So we'll just close this. So let's close this chat. So you have this here, right? So you have your trigger here, okay? Let's say you've made your group. You have set up your webhook URL, which you get from here. And then you put it, in the configuration for the webhook. So you put it there, for instance, okay? Update. Okay, that's fine. Let's test it. So let's go to our group. Let's say hello. I'm gonna send this on my phone. Okay. So we've got a response back. So we have this. Yep, that's all good. So let's say we have message any. Okay, so you can see that there's a filter I have here for is it from a testing group, okay, or is it from a group? The way that you can do that is by this from value here. It'll be end in it's the code for the group. So let's say you have multiple groups. Let's just show that, for example, okay? We'll make multiple groups and set this up, okay? Because that's just, it's fun to do the whole process. Let's do new group. So let's call this this and this and something. So testing 2. Okay. Okay, so this is testing 2. All right. You see the ID here, also here. This is the filter I have set up. So it should really be is equal to. There you go. So it has to be from that group. Now, this works well if you're, you have one group and you want to check a thing where it's from that one group or not. But what I would recommend is if you want to have multiple groups managed in this, I would recommend having a switch where you can have multiple groups. So let's say we have from is equal to, and then let's say we get the ID of the new group. So that's fine. Good work. Okay. So this is a message that's an at. Let's do another one. It says hello and okay, there we go. So let's go with this. So then the new group ID is this. So let's say payload from is equal to so you see there's two different groups, right? So we're gonna say testing group 1. Wait, testing group 2, group 1. You have two outputs, okay? So I'm gonna just remove that because I mean it's just an if thing. It's you can't really, with this you can have more. Let's say it's from multiple groups. You just add them here, and you can have multiple outputs. But that's not why we're here. Okay, it's not why we're here. So let's say, okay, it's from a group check that we have, and it has to be from a group, right? Because when you have these messages, it'll be this ID and at g.us. This is the group ID. I'll show you an example when we send a message to the phone directly. Okay, so let's take a look at it, right? It's neither because the from is at CUS and then the phone number. So you can see that, it works differently. Then let's move on to the next step of mentions, okay? So let's say your mention would like to, let's say you would want to do a mention, okay? I would do another switch, and then let's say you have, I'm gonna do this for testing too, okay? So let's just test, right? So let's say we're gonna do at testing line. So this is from group 2, okay? So we're gonna just hook that there though. So you'll see that it mentions the testing line, okay? Say let's call it testing line. Mentions testing line. Okay, and then we'll say in the value you'll see of the message, it'll be at and then the person's number. So if you have, yeah, like that's what would be in the message. So let's say we have a real message, okay? So at hello friend. So the message contains it, okay? And you'll see here the body. So I wrote it on my phone, and we'll see in the group. I said testing hello friend, okay? So if we go back to our automation, you can see the body of the message. It says at and then the person's phone number. So that's how you'll sort of set up mentions, okay? You know, in like a flow. So, you know, let's say it's from group 2. Let's do it from group 1, okay? So testing group. So let's do test workflow. This is going to go above. So hello, my amigo. So I said in testing group, this is the first testing group. Hello, my amigo. And then we go here. And then you'll see that it goes along the path where it contains this, where, you know, it contains. So let's say someone mentions them at the start of the message, or mentions them, you know, in the middle or at the end. I would suggest maybe going with this route, just because, you know, when you mention somebody, it mentions their phone number. Let's say if you try to mention somebody that isn't in the group, when you don't try to use the system. So let's say you, okay, so I did at efficient sloth. So that's just text essentially. So it'll be the second output. So, you know, whatever you named this output to, okay? You'll see it'll say from, is it, so body, hello. At efficient sloth. Where's the message? Because it's a message, so it comes out differently. I don't think I had the trigger on. Oh, I didn't have it. Okay, so let's just copy it again. Okay. So, okay, yeah, so you'll see the body of the message is just at efficient sloth. It's not, yeah. So that's sort of how to have, you know, mentions sort of set up. And let's say you want to go, let's say it's, you know, from a different group, and then you route it somewhere else, you know, does it even mention you, blah, blah, blah. And you could have, you know, like logic here of just an if. Let's say you had an if statement of, you know, it mentions you and it's from, you know, let's put it here. If. Let's say body contains, let's say it contains the mention and it is from the correct group, okay? You know, you could do that, and you could add that, you know, where you want, and, you know, it would do a check, you know, if it's from the group. So, you know, just kind of, you know, you can further make it granular. So let's say after you have a mention, let's do after it does get mentioned, or after you do get mentioned, let's have it send a text. Send it. And right, send a message. Yeah, send a text message. So session default chat ID of where you want to send it. So let's say we test this. So the chat ID is the message. So, oh, does this actually send it? Did it? Let's see. What did it send? Okay, well, oh, the message is empty. Okay. Wait, hi there. Okay, it sent hi there. So let's say we have, this is the, payload from of the chat ID of the group, so sending it in the group. And let's say the reply to would be false, so this would be this. So, let's say your text, let's say the message would be, can I help you with, let's say you want to make a WhatsApp bot. So I'll say, oh, why is that so slow? Ew. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So let's say it mentions you. Okay. We'll see it in real time. Okay. So we'll be side by side. And then, oh, okay, completely side by side. It mentions in the testing group, that'd be group 1. Hi. And then you see it says, hello, what can I help you with? Okay. Now you could have this hooked up to like, an AI that responds. You could have, there's a lot of different things that you can do, but right now we're just going to show sort of like a basic command list, let's say. So, let's say, you have a mention. You could go further and, let's say it mentions, and then let's say this could be your command list. Okay, so let's say the body contains, let's say slash help and let's say this is equal to, let's say contains slash commands. Let's say command. Okay, so help command. Let's say these are like bot commands, right? I'll do this, and then this will be hello, what can I help you with? And then let's say if I do slash command, and this will reply to their message as well. Here is a list of the bot commands. Slash help slash command. I don't know why it's so laggy, it's very strange. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So let's take this for a spin. So do a test. What can I help you with? So let's say at help. Okay, and you'll see it goes along the help message. And then let's say we mention this. Let's do it again. Oh. Okay. // command. Yeah. There you go. And that's sort of how to sort of work with mentions in Waha. And yeah, just kind of how to set it up. So I hope that helps. Bye bye.